So we've got summer 2019, maths paper, paper 1, higher tier, so non-calculator. Let's have a look at question 1. So question 1. There are only blue cubes, red cubes and yellow cubes in the box. Table shows the probability of taking at random a blue cube from the box, 0.2. The number of red cubes in the box is the same as the number of yellow cubes. Right, so complete the table. These two numbers must be the same. It all adds up to 1. So actually 0.4 and 0.4. Right. There are 12 blue cubes in the box. So 12 has a probability of 0.2. Total number of cubes in the box, well, 0.2 is a fifth, so we just need to do 12 times 5, because 1/5, and we need the total, which is 60. That's question 1. Always a good start. Right. Next, we need to go down the screen. So, question 2. Right, it would help if we could actually see the question numbers, wouldn't it? There we go. So, question 2. Dion needs 50 grams of sugar to make 15 biscuits. He also needs 3 times as much flour as sugar, so he needs 150 grams of flour, twice as much butter as sugar. So he needs 100 grams of butter. He's going to make 60 biscuits. Work out the amount of flour she needs. Well, 60 divided by 15 is 4. So basically we need to have 4 lots of each quantity. So 4 times 150 gives us 600 grams. Okay, right. 600 grams, and then the second part of the question, Dion has to buy all the butter she needs to make 60 biscuits. She buys the butter in 250 gram packs. How many packs of butter does she need? Right, well, because we need 4 times 100, so we need 400 grams. So actually we need 2 packs of 250. Right, question 3. The highest common factor of 72 and 90. Right, okay, well we could do prime factor trees. So let's do a prime factor tree for 72. So what have we got? We've got 36 and 2, divided it by 2. 6 and 6. 2, 3, 2, 3. Really got to be careful of going outside the line. Do the same with 90. Let's go 30 and 3. 3 and 10. 2 and 5. So in our Venn diagram, I'm not going to do the whole Venn diagram, I really just want the ones that overlap. So we have 2 3s, that one, and 2. So actually it's 2 times 3 times 3, because they're the common prime factors of both, which gives us 18. 2 times 9 is indeed 18. Right, let's have a look at number 4. Diagram shows a plan, front elevation, side elevation of a solid shape drawn on a centimetre grid. Right, in the space below, draw a sketch of the solid shape given the dimensions. Okay, so we need to sketch it from these plans. Right, well, so we've got a rectangle, but from the top it's a circle. So actually it's going to give me a cylinder. So let's do a sketch of a cylinder, then we'll put some dimensions on. So, this is going to be a terrible cylinder. There we go. There's the top. There's the bottom. That looks terrible. But anyway, So the height of it is basically going to be this height here. So it's going to be 5 centimeters tall. And the radius of the circle here is going to be 2. So actually we could put the diameter on at 4 centimeters. And they're the dimensions that's required. 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters. It's only a 2-mark question. Okay, question 5 looks like transformation. So shape A can be transformed to shape B by a reflection in the x-axis. Well, this is the x-axis. So we need to do reflection first. So that's 2 squares away, 2 squares away. Let's get it drawn out. That's 5 squares away. So actually, that is after the reflection. So now we can just work out the translation from here to here. Well, it's going 3 and 3, so 6 to the left, so it's a -6, and it's going down 1, so it's a -1. So our values of C and D, -6, -1. Right. Question 6. A shop sells packs of black pens, packs of red pens, packs of green pens. 2, 5 and 6 is how many in each pack. Ratio of 7 to 3 to 4. So it's black, red, green. Let's just black, red, green. A total of 212 pens were sold. Work out the number of green pens sold. Right, so if we work on this ratio, we can work out how many pens we've got. So if the first one, the black packs was 7, 2 in each, so we've got 14. Red has 5 pens in each pack, so 15, and then green is 24, 4 times 6. Well, if we add those together, we will get how many pens we sold if we sold the pens in that ratio. So if we add those together, that's going to 4 add 4, that's 3, carry the 1, so that gives us 53 in total. So I'm going to put a little T there for total, and they are in that ratio at the moment. Now, we need to get this to 212. So actually, if we did 212 divided by 53, it's 4 times bigger. So basically, all we need to do is multiply just the greens by 4. So 24 times by 4 is 96. So we sold 96 green pens in 16 packs, basically, 4 times 4. Okay, so 96 green pens, worked out the total, gave us 53. Needed to scale it up by 4, so hence we scaled up the 24 by 4. Alright, question 7. What have we got going on here? QR is 10 centimetres. I do think just writing on the diagram helps. BC and PQ, oh, they're the same, so mark those on as the same. The perimeter of ABCD is 26, and the area of PQRS is 45. Well, if that's 10, that must therefore be 4.5, because 4.5 times 10 gives you an area of 45. And once we know that's 4.5, we know that's 4.5, and that's 4.5. So it's better finish reading the question. Find the length of AB. Right, okay, so we need that length there. Well, we know the perimeter of ABCD is 26 centimetres. These two bits are 9, so we need to do 26 take away 9. 26 take away 9 is 17, so actually AB is equal to 17 divided by 2. because obviously those two add up to 17, so it must be 8.5 centimetres. So quite an easy question once you've actually started drawing stuff on the diagram. Right, number 8. Work out an estimate for the value of. Right, so let's have a think about what we can do here. If we round these, and I know I normally suggest round to one significant figure, but if we round to root 64 times by root 100, we can split them, so both in the square root. That becomes a lot easier because 64, square root of 64 is 8, square root of 100 is 10, so actually 8 times 10 is 60. I think that is probably the most straightforward way of doing that. Now, 2.3 to the power of 6 is 148, correct to 3 significant figures. Find the value of 0.23, correct to 3 significant figures. Well, if we've got 148, because this is 0.23 to the power of 6, we need it to be to the power 10, we need it divided by 10 6 times. So we need to divide this by 10 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, the answer is 0.0000148, because this is 10 times smaller, so it's multiplied by itself 6 times, so therefore we have to divide this by 10 6 times basically. Right, 5 to the minus 2, the minus makes it 1 over 5 squared. Well, 1 over 5 squared is 1 over 25, so 1 over 25. We should know these sorts of things by now. Right. Work out multiplying fractions, mixed number in its simplest form. So we need to make sure when we get our answer, we put it in its simplest form. So start by making these improper. So 3 times 2 add 1, we end up with 7 over 2, times by 8 over 5. Multiply it together. So we've got 10 on the denominator, 56 on the numerator, and then we can convert it into 5 and 6 over 10, not forgetting it needs to be in its simplest form. So that gives us 5 and 3 over 5, dividing these by 2. Okay, let's have a look at number 10. The graphs with equations 3y plus 2x equals a half and 2y minus 3x have been drawn on the grid below. Right, okay, so that one, it must be, that's the first one and that's the second one. Use the graph to find an estimate for the solution of the simultaneous equations. Right, so this is basically where these two lines cross, so it doesn't matter which one is which. So all we need to do is figure out where they cross. So that is, I would say 3 in, so that's 2.3. And the y value is going to be minus 1 point, I think that's 3 as well, so minus 1.3. So just reading off the values of that point. Right, that's fairly straightforward. Number 11. A bus company recorded the ages in years of people on coach A and the people on coach B. Here are the ages of 23 people on coach A. Complete the table. Right, so we need median, lower quartile, upper quartile. So 23. So actually we need the 12th person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, yeah, it's fairly obvious that's the 12th. Sorry, 59th. 59. Now we need to work out the lower quartile. Well, the lower quartile is going to be a quarter of 24. So the sixth person, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to count in the other end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, these are in order anyway, so that saved us doing that. Now, here is some information about the ages of people on coach B. Richard says that the people on coach A are younger than the people on coach B. I think on average he's correct. So, is he correct? Yes. So the median on coach A is 59, which is smaller than 70 on coach B. That's only worth 1 mark, so we only need to do 1 comment. However, the final bit of the question, Richard says that the people on coach A vary more in age than people on coach B. Is he correct? So let's work out the interquartile range. So the interquartile range there is 13. And the interquartile range there is 73, 54, so 19. Looking at the difference between the lower and the upper quartile. And actually, Richard says the people on coach A vary more in age. So is he? No, he's not. No, as the interquartile range is larger on coach B. So actually they're more varied. 19 is larger than 13. Okay, you could do exactly the same with the upper and lower. As long as you've actually got some numbers in there and you've put it in context, that would be absolutely fine for the marks.